So I am back at the Gusto because rain interrupted play, so I couldn't take more screws out of the photocopier. So last week I picked up this photocopier, very fucking heavy. It took 3, 4 people to put it on the truck. I took it off the truck by myself. So I cracked a bit of plastic. This is not a euphemism for taking cocaine. And and he said it was working, so I plugged it in, and there's no power on. So I'm looking all over the machine, so I'm thinking there might be a secondary switch. And as there are on a lot of machines, there's a secondary switch. So so people don't have to bend down and unplug it physically; they can just switch it. And I looked all over, I couldn't find it because it was hidden by a plastic cover, which I had discovered after I'd been taking the fucking machine apart for about 1 hour. So maybe the machine did work, but now we will never know. So now it's out in the rain. I thought I'd take this apart by screwdriver. After 2 hours of using a screwdriver, I thought, no, what I'll do, I'll go to the fucking home centre and get what I was going to get. I was going to get an electric drill because they're cheap. But I just thought by the time I go there and come back, I might have been wasting 300 yen, 1,000 yen. And so I went to the home centre and it wasn't there. They were rented out. But the good news is my truck is running. Tomorrow morning I'm going to phone the Jaff, see if I can get the tyre sorted out on the bike. That's because the last time the cunt didn't sort it out, excuse my French, and I've got some ham and I'm going to put that on the corn pizza. That reminds me, I should go and get some Tabasco. I've ordered like a platoon of wine. Thank you, sir. Cute, eh? I don't know, I'm trying to read his name. It's Fish and something. What do you think? I don't know. I haven't had a wash now for 3 days. Something like that. But I do have a pizza coming, £1 discount. I do have some nice roast pepper ham. And I've got like a flagon of wine. And if I'm lucky, I might just have one. Once I finish that, I might just have, and I'm not driving, so that's great. I'm going for that Iraqi guy's record of 40 years without a wash. Hey. This is not bad, is it? Take this off. These are just a few of the screws. So I've got a few loose screws. How old do you think that saying is? He's got a screw loose. Because I'm just trying to think when you've got the Industrial Revolution, the tall puddle mortars, and I do just wonder because they might do the Archimedes screw, and that was the first. That was in Greece, of course, and that was where the first gay come from in Greece. And that Archimedes screw, the gay guy said it was the best ever. No one watching yet. No, what is monologue? Do you know how fucking difficult it is to do a monologue? I have no idea. But I have done stand-up, and I've just got up there with no practice. I've just fucking talked bullshit for 10 minutes. But I did have one good night once. I think I've sat in the wrong place here. Just look at that. In Japan, you can't do a takeaway pizza if it's got ham on it. Oh, they sound fucking beautiful. And it was on special offer today. Those 2 slices cost about $1. This is what always bugs me about America. Pizza related to pizza. Is that they just get a big piece of fucking dough with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of pepperoni on it. And I think I should have done this before. It's beautiful. The pizza is 400 yen. I am talking shit, and I'm talking about the shit pizza in your country. If you don't have pepperoni pizza, geek, what do you have? You personally. The mozzarella from this place is really fucking greasy. I love mushrooms on pizza. Tuna and pineapple. I must admit, it's not very often I have pineapple on pizza, but I don't mind that. Oh yeah, I've heard about this Chicago pizza. Yeah, I've heard about that, yeah. But I don't want to risk my life fucking going to Chicago. I used to have a couple of viewers in Chicago. One was a part-time fireman who got upset when I suggested a part-time fireman start fires, and the other one was an ex-policeman who I think has passed away. Fuck man, that is great. It's not the cheese shitty ham that you get on McDonald's. It's really nice. So do you have to go to Chicago to? Well, there must be other places around the country that make it, yeah. Geek. You can't just get that in Chicago. But I'm sure Pizza Hut used to have a deep pan pizza, I think. So I just went, so in my bank account I've got 572 yen left over from Patreon. And I was trying to put money in. If I can get it up to 1,000 yen, then I can get 1,000 yen out by putting coins in, which I did have. And the fucking machine's broke. I am really enjoying this fucking Hammonds pizza. I did that once, but the fucking pizza, I got one of these from the supermarket. I put so much food on it, the pizza just fucking fell apart. I had to use a knife and fork. So did you have that pizza in Chicago, Geek? Uh-huh. You know Greece? Well, in some places in England, they put Guinness in the batter for fish and chips. Did you know that? Maybe just bars do that and restaurants, not in your typical fish and chip shop. To tell you the truth, I'm not even sure that I've ever had it. We'll have to meet up one day, Gig. Well, I have had squid spaghetti. You know the black ink in squids and or octopus in spaghetti. That's not all that fucking good. Doncaster in England. Well, that's a good story, Geek. Yeah, I remember now. I was going to call this video my red. If you know Graham Norton's red chair, my ex-brother-in-law lives in Doncaster. So once I went to her house and she'd come out crying, my sister, and I couldn't figure out what was happening. And then I realised that he was bashing her. He was like an ex-con. And so what I did, I got an iron bar and I went up to my sister's house with my mate because we were going to give him a fucking beating. And Then a few years ago, I got really drunk and I was talking to him online, and he goes, "Oh, I'll give you the bar." Like any man that would hit a fucking woman is not a fucking man. He's not tough. And he said, "Give me the bar." But this cunt, he says to me, "You don't know what it's like to live with your sister." She was my sister for fucking 12 years, so of course I know what it's like to live with a cunt. You know when you get started? Let's just check how much this bill is. No, oh well, fuck it. So as I was coming out of the bank, coming into the bank, a guy was coming out. I think he was trying to put money into the bank, and I should have fucking mugged him. He had a fucking big wad. He had a big fucking wad of 10,000 yen bills. Jelly Jub, I like that name. That's a good name, isn't it, Geek? Jelly Jub. I like it. Where's it come from? Now and again, people come to this channel live. I think it's happened about 3 times where they've got a really fucking interesting name. Is any background to it, Jelly Jub? Roti. Fucking if I had another 1,000 yen, what I'd do, I've got in the account. I just went to the bank because a few months ago, my daughter sent me some money. I asked for 50,000, but she sent me 100,000. And then one day I went to the bank, and there was 50,000 there. I thought, where the fuck has this come from? I thought it might be from my cunt brothers in England, but she'd sent it. So what I do, I know there's no money in it, but I check the account to see if some cunt send me money. I don't mean my daughter, I mean my cunt brothers. I'm not doing good. What gave you the impression I was doing good? It's a 400 yen pizza with 100 yen of fucking pork. Can't believe it. $5 for the pizza, $4 for fucking wine. What a fucking great place it is, Japan. Are you sure? Did it say? No, I'm sure if that was right, that would have been said somewhere. I have got a Welsh friend in Nagoya. I'm going to ask him. So is the word for Prime Minister. And President. Of course it sounds like cunt when they say it. Because they cunt. My auntie is Welsh now. So she'd be in the 70s. So yesterday I spent 4 hours with a copper. It's not sex time this time. I spent 4 hours with the copper because the cunt that stabbed my tyres nicked my number plate. But the thing is, when we were all finished, and this is very rare, he like actually showed some concern. he said, "What are you? You know, what's your job? What are you doing? Have you been? Were you a teacher? Can you be a teacher?" Honestly, I was touched because he was actually concerned for my welfare about making a living. That was really nice. I like that. Enjoying it is not the right word, but I like that a copper showed some compassion. You know, so raw twat. You're not Walter, are you, by any chance? Or the manager that banned me? Well, I didn't really. He didn't ban me. I just refused to fucking kowtow to him. He just walked in. If someone asked you if you were evil, would you say yes, no, or just a little bit? This is to everyone. I've got 6 people watching now. Anyone else want to pipe up? That's what I like to hear. Florida. Shit, man, is Florida? Do you think that's the like most edgiest, dodgiest state in America? Chief of the Reefer. Oh, hello, Mr. Chiefer. How are you? That's not well. It's not too bad a name, that one. Not as good as where is it? Jimmy Jub. Where's that going? That guy going? Jelly Jub. Jelly Jub. I like that one. So when I was in my class at school, there was a guy called Michael Jubb, and he was from a middle class family, and we were in a working class area. So this guy, Michael Jubb, he went on to join the. I tried to join the police when I was 18, but given my dad's record, they wouldn't have me. And the second time I tried to join the police, they said, "Don't contact us again." And and but Michael Jubb, my classmate, joined the police, and he became a fucking marksman. And this is why I left Sheffield. Which is cool. Nashville, Tennessee. That's I don't know. People know Nashville, you know, for all the music. Is it cool living in Nashville? When I lived in New Zealand, there was a lot of there was a lot of there was a lot of oh my god. So when there was a lot of there was a lot of people sharing flats, apartments. And so every week it'd be like 50 New Zealand dollars, which is fuck all. It'd be like $50 a week, blah blah blah, and they'd give it a description because people were coming and going all the time, and people needed always to find new flatmates. But what they used to say is on the sign, no musos, and a muso is like is not an electrician, is it? A muso is a musician, and that's what they used to write on no fucking musicians. You might have shot your gun around 5 or 6, but have you shot a Lowe's rocket, uh, a big machine gun, and an anti-tank weapon? Have you done that? I would not be giving a son of mine a fucking weapon, maybe like 15 or 16. I think that's too young. MGM, yes, MGMP. The barrel of a MGMP, PGM, no, it's MPG, I forget it. MPMG, it's an MPMG, and the barrel weighs 6 pounds 1 ounce. Squadron Major Spivak threatened to hit me round the head with it. And I've remembered that this is like fucking 40 years. I remember that fact from 40 years ago. 6 pounds 1 ounce is the weight of a MPMG barrel. And if someone's don't stand behind the wall if someone's using one of those at you, because that will fucking break the wall. Yeah, but they had the SA80 after that. I used the SLR. I didn't use that, and I nearly put a round in my foot on a live firing exercise. I fucking stumbled, and this cunt who I was just talking about, he just watched it. He fucking went. It was like that. It was like 1 or 2 inches in front of my foot, a live round into the ground, and he just went. But I was very fit, and I fucking led the troop. Oh yeah, but the only I've never shot automatics in America, but what I did shoot in the Beverly Hills Gun Club, because I had an English mate he was in the army, and he studied computers, and he got a job in America, and we went to the Beverly Hills Gun Club on Wilshire, and I had a 45, because you get a Browning in the services, but I had one shot with a fucking 45 handgun, fucking first shot bullseye, no fucking bullshit, and that's where I should have stopped, because after that it was just like nines and eights. No, I'm kidding. It was all over the place, but it's no, but it's got. You can imagine that though. It's got to be where you can go there and do that. I don't think you can find a place that will let you shoot fucking loads rockets, but for fucking machine, there are some places you can shoot fucking. How much does it cost that if you're shooting? How much does it cost if you're shooting like machine gun? Because if you're firing, if you're firing a load of rounds, it must cost quite a bit of fucking money. It must cost like what? Is it much $100, $200? But the thing is, I would not want to be, because it's always like, they say point the gun down the range, and the fucking, the NCOs have a fucking fit. Like if you if you turn around with a fucking live weapon, they're not very happy. When you are you fucking serious? They didn't knock you on your arse. So yeah, so like I wasn't too far off then, was I? No, but if you do that, what's that? Fucking $200 for fucking 50. That's like fucking two bursts in it, I think. That's not many. 50 rounds is fucking nothing, is it? Yeah. No, but people do turn around with the live weapons. That's the fucking point. They do. And this is why I would never go onto one of those ranges. Because you're going to get some fucking idiot somewhere. There was maybe you remember this case. There was a mother and son. They went to a shooting range, and the mother put a round in the back of their son's head. Yeah, of course it's sad, but why the fuck would you do that? But I've never shot a shotgun. By them. Oh dear. I guess that I guess with all the shooting ranges, there must be loads of accidents like that. So when so the round ricocheted then. Well, goes back to what I said 5 minutes ago. I wouldn't be taking my children to a fucking shooting range before they were like strong enough to fucking to hold a weapon. And I just saw something. I just saw something where the gun sales are rocketing in the USA. The two big gun companies or weapons companies for this type, handguns and machine guns, things like that, they're British owned. So they really don't give a fuck about Americans killing themselves. They really don't. So cheers, man. That's really nice. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have got a what is it? Well, Patreon's by the month. I cashed my Patreon this morning, or was it yesterday, to pay that paid for the tires. But this, I've got like a myenzo at yahoo.com, and that's a PayPal. So should you feel so generous in the future, I appreciate it, mate. I really do. What the fuck do they expect is going to happen? But there is a case. I don't know if you've heard. I'm sure you have actually. But they said that in the Philippines they ordered all the people to turn in their weapons, and then that little cunt took over the country. Why? What the fuck did they expect are going to happen? The people from the west coast and the east coast are going to fucking close in on them. Fuck, man, I wish I'd got a gun shop in fucking a weapon, or I was selling fucking ammunition. Didn't they run out of ammunition in America because so many people were fucking stocking it? Oh, okay, no, okay. No. PayPal is myenzo at yahoo.com. MYENZO at yahoo.com. In fact, I think it was Geek that told me. I didn't realize that fucking Google were taking fucking 30%. One of the richest fucking companies in the world take 30% of donations. Anyway, so what are the chances that President-elect Biden will start getting these big companies to start paying fucking taxes? What do you think? Discuss. I'm, I'm hoping that he's into the presidency a few months and then that Kamala Harris takes over. Once this jug of wine's finished, I've got one. See, this is it. This is how I look after myself. By not eating things like that. I don't know. Does that look like there's some meat on it? Fucking hell. Oh, really? That's interesting, isn't it? But they did the same with the gold as well in America. They took every fucker's gold. Fucking bastards. Well, they should be because in this day and age, everybody is fucking. They're wound up. So I wouldn't want to be a copper, full stop, because they cunts. But I wouldn't want to be a copper in America and go into someone's house and say, "Give me all your guns," because I think they're just going to get the fucking bullets. I've seen that on TV. When did that? What is that? The home invasion. That's fucking unbelievable. And I've seen videos of people that have actually reacted and managed to fend off or shoot the fucking home invaders. But what fucking cheek those cunts have got, fucking breaking into someone's home. Cunts. I thought Walmart stopped selling bullets because of that. What do you call it? That shooting, Columbine. Where did you defend yourself, Raw? Well, yeah, I've seen that one. You mean the Breonna Taylor, is it? I've never had to defend. I thought it stopped selling. I thought it stopped selling Geek, or was it just for a while? No, I think that if someone breaks into your house, you're in America. You are in America, and everyone knows that a lot of fuckers have got guns in America. And if you're breaking into an house in America, yes, it's not good news. In England there was a court case, and it was a farmer, and there were two young guys that broke. What? They're not young guys, they're cunts. They were breaking into his house, stealing, and this guy shot one of them, and he got jailed for defending his house. He ended up managed to get out of his house, but the thing is, this farmer, and I don't know if he's still alive, but he fucking wouldn't go back into the house. He slept in a fucking caravan or a car after that. He wouldn't go back into his house. The courts just don't seem to empathise with the fucking victims. Well, you don't. Well, you don't have to be some damn lefty, but when you to right, no, but if you look at what's voting on the right, and they're not fucking making cunts pay their fucking taxes, and so the average person has got to pay more fucking taxes. And I think last year in America they just ruled out so many. If you had a small business, they're saying, for example, you can't claim for deterioration of your car or your vehicles or your fucking tools. So you can't claim for your business being at your home and things like that. Yeah, well, if you shot, well, the fucking robber made a mistake, and if he got shot in the back, that's fucking. They don't. If he's going, he got shot out of the back. If he's jumping out of the window, he might have been going to run to his car to get a fucking weapon. How can you fucking say? You don't know what's fucking happening. But the thing is, that guy won't fucking rob the house again. Well, it's not so much of committing a felony, but you break into someone's fucking house. Lots of fucking bad things happen when it breaks into houses. Yeah, I totally, yeah, jive Viking. I totally agree, mate. Because you got your fucking, when you're at home with your family and you're fucking watching a bit of TV and some cunts come in fucking with violence, they should be shot straight away. Cheers, cheater. And so is Ryan. He's a great guy. He's an awesome guy. No, he's not. I'm only kidding. I'd love to fucking go to. I'd love to go to Kenya one day and surprise Ryan. But I don't think we'd get on. We had a chat with him and be friendly, but we wouldn't get on. Well, I must admit, no, sometimes it cuts out the Wi-Fi. And tonight, actually, it's been pretty good. It's a lot better than it was earlier today. Drives me fucking mental, but tonight it's been quite good, actually. Yeah, but you said that shooting someone in the commission of a crime against you is justified. But in some places it's not. Well, it's not. No, not to me. I think in councils or in England, it's not justified. No, you get people, for example, to the right end of it. You get people where a criminal will kill a family's child, and they'll forgive him. What fucking bullshit is that? They'll forgive the criminal that fucking killed their child? That's fucking that's God gone wrong. What would I do if I had a gun? I'd shoot him many times. Yeah. When I had a bit of trouble. This guy came in my face. He did. No, he didn't come in my face. He was in my face verbally. I know some cunty knife. If I was famous, somebody would fucking take that out. So someone was like at me, and it was happening. And I said to the bartender, the guy says, "Take this guy away." He wouldn't go away, and I said, "Can you do something about him?" And the bartender or the guy behind the bar, the staff, he just says, "Can you stop this?" He still wouldn't do it, and so I fucking exactly a bit late on that, pal. And verbally, and so I just grabbed hold of the back of his neck and I fucking squeezed his neck and I put him down at the side of my knee, squeezing his neck. and he was from not from the front, from the back, and I squeezed his neck until he was fucking coughing and spluttering, and then I decided. So after a minute, he got his second breath, so to speak, and then he just fucking started to attack me again. This time he started to attack me physically. So I just stood up, got hold of him, fucking threw him on the floor, and then I just started kicking him all over his body. And but the thing was, like, I'm 60 years old, I was drunk and tired, and I couldn't kick him hard enough. But I ended up stopping. They called the police, and the police ended up. I bought a can of beer, and the police ended up driving. If you're fucking 30 years old, you're picking on a fucking 60-year-old guy. Don't pick on me. No, he wasn't skinny. He wasn't skinny. He was a wimp mentally. You know, he was a wimp mentally, but he wasn't a very small guy. In fact, he was 2 weeks off school. No, but in England, you know, in London, you get a lot of these stabbings. The police have already fucking spoke to him or arrested him so many fucking times before. They've even fucking committed acts, and the police have fucking let them go. It's fucking crazy. Then they go on to kill someone. But if you get a lot of crime in one area, it's probably just one person that's doing it all. They don't need second chances. They've had their second chances. Normally, a person, if you do something wrong where you steal something or you break something or you rob something, you only need 1 second chance. That's when you should learn your lesson. The first time you get caught, that's when you say, okay, that's it, I'm going to stop this. That's when you should stop. If you carry on doing that after that, there's no saving you. There's no point. There's no point in putting you in prison for like a few weeks or. Okay, I just got. I just got that joke, jive. Yeah, cheers, nice one. No, but I think everyone's entitled to a second chance, depending on the crime. But but if you go out and commit a crime within like 6 weeks, 6 months, or a year, then obviously you haven't learned your lesson. Well, yeah, but if you're in and out of trouble for like a lot of your life, like I say, you should learn the first or second time. You're moving some dodgy circles, bro. I am just watching this. Is it Blacklist? I think it's called. Really good fucking show. No, but like I'm saying, though, you should be learning a lot fucking earlier than that. You know, you should be learning a lot earlier. I think maybe I'm just going to check my balances now. I think maybe I have got enough money for two more wines, which would be a bottle. Let's have a look. No, that was five. That'd be seven wines. Wow. Let me check my bill. See, that's my bill there. You see that? That's 878 yen, including tax. That's KK. Oh, we're back. Yeah, but like, Jive, you know when you're being caught, like you're white by the way, I just wondering because a lot of people seem to get caught with like a small amount of fucking dope and they get fucking jailed forever. Yeah, but like I say, that's what it should be, something like that, a fine, $100, $200, but no man deserves to go to fucking jail for fucking years, even if you're just selling a little bit of dope. Because it's not, like maybe selling heroin could be a different thing, but selling a bit of marijuana, I don't take it or use it or whatever, but you don't deserve to go to jail for fucking years for that. Yeah, but my point is why I'm saying asking for white because it seems that if you're black, they just seem to like come down on you like a fucking ton of bricks. In Japan, there are a lot of heroin dealers, but they're just like manga. They're just like manga cartoon girls. Did you get a jail sentence or just a fine, Raw? This fucking. Oh my god, I just can't imagine. Look, I know people that were taking drugs and it was just dope or speed. And they just say, do you want some more? And I could, no. Even in Japan, I've been offered dope in Japan. I goes, no, I don't. I don't want any. No. Just not interested. Are you, Jive, are you talking America or a different country? No, I would agree with you, mate. I would agree with you. But if someone's using it every day and it gets stronger and stronger, it becomes a problem because then they start to get psychotic and it fucks up their mind. They get schizophrenic. When they get schizophrenic, they get afraid. When they get afraid, they carry weapons, and then when they carry weapons, they fucking kill people. In Britain, there used to be like 200 fucking stabbings a year. This is not black kids in London. This is from fucking people that have been taking drugs. They've been put in fucking mental institutions. They've been released, and they kill people. So this is aside from the drug problems in London. I met a guy here in this area. His name was Foster, and he went back to America, and his mate was killed. I think he double dealed someone, and don't forget he's working as a waiter with me in this fucking restaurant. He went back to this area, and he takes over his fucking drug run or his fucking business while he's on holiday from Japan. And honestly, I know some people here. I know some people here that do it. and it did cross my mind if, to fucking ask him if I could like sell some of this fucking dope, without a doubt. But no, but what about if they haven't got the problems before though, Cheetah? So I don't know. See, guys, this is the restaurant I'm now, and let's have a look. Let's go to the menu, and this is alcohol. Eh? I thought it was alcohol. It's not. And this is the wine. So in Japan, you can. What I just had was that. That's like 500 milliliters of wine for 400 yen. That's like half a liter of wine, 400 yen. You get a glass of wine for 99 yen. So it's very, very cheap. No, but they do. If you usually continue, if you get like a stronger one, it happens. No, people are. When I was in America, someone put drugs in the food. I tried to throw my friend. I tried to throw my friend off a sixth floor when I would have been the first time I experienced drugs, and my friend was an resist. What is hydro? I'm getting some right fucking conversations here. What is hydro? Oh, okay. Now I'm with the terms. Maybe I should use that term when I go to town next. Hey, you got some hydro? The kids are going a lot better just coming back. Hydroponics is like what's that weed grown on the weed, like hydroponics from it's grown up vertically. You remember hydroponics that was used in? They used that term in Familyhood, is it? What was that film with Steve Martin? Parenthood, that was it. Yeah, chasing some. He was trying to scam me for my money. That was the thank you. That was the guy that came in. That actor, Tom Hulse. He was the guy that played the musician Mozart. What is pop? Who's your daddy? Where did Geek go to? Are you still watching Geek? Yeah, there was a guy in this area, and he OD'd on cocaine. He was selling it, and like he OD'd on it. It wasn't a great loss. So these two kids are coming with their dad, and they're putting on that's alcohol. That's to kill all. That's to show doku. That's to kill all the germs. Pinky. The little kid gave me a thumb up. That was cute. What is it? What does that mean? I don't mind the bunk. No kids hunting for free now. I don't think so. Laced with Sherman pot. I have no idea what that means. PCD pot. Okay. I must admit, it's the first time I've learned so much on one of my on one of my live streams. And it's that little bit of cooking that's put in with the dope, is it? When I Show me embalming fluid, fucking hell. What are we getting into here? Yeah, I don't know if you can get cocaine in Japan. You probably can, but well, I met this guy a few months ago, nice guy, and he had like a bit of see that thumbnail. It was about as much as that of and it was green. It wasn't like dry. It was green, dope, marijuana, and it was 6,000 yen. But as much as that nail there, or maybe that, it's like 6,000 yen. $20 for 2 light, isn't that cheap? $6,000 yen, $60. $6,000 is 60. It's like it's about the same now. So yeah, no, it's very expensive in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to some Pakistani kids and they were saying, dope, women too expensive, dope too expensive. Because I guess in Pakistan there's a lot of people, they can get hashish and things like that, so. Yeah, but these, bye-bye. The profits are high, but it's just not worth fucking 20 years in jail. Because someone... I met this guy, I did this job for this guy, and I charged him too much. And I promised, so I think I've got a good name for charging fair prices, but I had a target and I charged him a bit too much. So what I did, I said to myself, every time I see this guy in town, I'm going to buy him a beer. And I did. And one night I was with my daughter and I bought him a beer and two other guys beer, and then I'm listening to their conversation, and they're just talking crazy money. What I found out like 1 year later is that they were the local drug dealers, and the cunts still let me buy them beer, and they didn't fucking buy me one back, the cunts. And so one of them, so the guy that I was buying beer for, he grassed them up and he went back to Australia. The other guy from Africa, he got like a 13-month jail sentence. He showed me a picture. He showed me a picture of where it was growing dope in this fucking house, and there was fucking tons of it. Yeah, like I said, when they were talking crazy money, I'm thinking, what are these cunts on about here? They were getting a lot of money through drugs, but like one of them grasped the other one up. Yeah, but if I did anything like that, the police will say, what did it look like? Santa. I am already on their fucking books, so this is why I need to live in a van. No, but I think there's a massive difference between meth and fucking dope, though, isn't it? Because meth is just fucking mental, I assume. By watching TV and watching people's photographs on YouTube or Facebook. These are probably the same people that are voting for Donald. I think it would be brilliant if Donald Trump started drinking because of all this. Yeah, I think that when I was back home, when I was in my 20s, there was one person out of about 20 or 30 that smoked hashish. That was it. But but like I say, when it's made, I think but in England now, it's probably caught up with America. So. Oh, really? I thought I was dying out with the heroin. I think. Well, when I was 16, I left home, and then I ended up going to live in Barnsley, and it was a coal mining town. I worked down the coal mines, and then I went to night school, and then I got a job telecoms, and I came back to my city. So my brother was moving out the same day that I was coming back. I got like a small garage, no idea what it was. This is when I was like 20. Many years later, I realized what it was. So my brother was living with fucking heroin addicts. I don't know. He might. I don't know if he was taking it himself. To tell the truth, heroin just makes you nod. Yeah, but that's the problem. They're only dreams. It used to. Well, when I was there, I just had one accident when I was there. I got my hands crushed when we were pulling over what do you call it? It's a tub. So all these like logs, they fell onto my hands about like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. I drew it the last time I drew blood. They were checking my blood for whatever, and it was a nurse, and the young nurse, because you cannot see my veins, and so the young nurse couldn't find it, so they called like a more experienced nurse, and she found the vein, and she was really cute. She was like in her 30s, 40s, something like that. So I was very keen. So I said, "Oh, well, maybe we should go out one night." Yeah, so I liked this nurse that was taking my blood. It was nice. She was cute. Well, I was dressed like this, so I'm not getting anywhere. I think when I get a bit of money, I need to get my clothes together. But when I go, if you look at some of my videos with Japanese girls, you can see I'm smartly dressed, and I attract the Japanese girls. Wow, so you sold plasma, but how often can you? So my friend told me he knew his first, what they used to do. They used to donate blood, and then they would go. I don't know if they might have got money for it. Probably did. Then they would go over to the pub opposite the hospital, and then they would drink beer. For some reason, if you drink because your blood has, you've had a pint of your blood taken out, and so if you drink beer straight away, it gives you a high or something like that. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's different in Japan. I wanted to donate blood, and what they did, and I donated blood in England, and maybe once here as well, and maybe in New Zealand. But what they said, whereas after the age thing, they said if you travelled in Europe any time between like 18 and 30, they couldn't take your blood. And so the head of this organisation, she actually gave so many Japanese people as well. They went to Europe, and they just like sidelined all these people. It's just a fucking unbelievable story. And they sidelined all these people, so they had a shortage of blood. In Japan, the Green Cross agency, and in England, an agency, they gave haemophiliacs bad blood. It was because of the AIDS, Jive. So was twice a week a safe level then? Well, it's obviously you can't do it for too long then. So after it's all finished in my 50s, I wasn't allowed to give blood, but I could put my name down for my white cells. So you can donate. For example, if someone has a problem, you can donate your your white cells. For example, for leukemia, things like that. And so, and then I think when I was 50 or 55, they said, "You're too old now." But people can die from that. There was an American teacher. He died from a fucking blood transfusion. He was trying to give his cells away, his white cells, and he died. So it's no, it's no small matter. Well, why don't you stop doing that? Doesn't seem very good. Can't win for losing. I know that. This is me. That is me. I get something good, something, and then all of a sudden something bad starts up. In Japan, I used to earn $10,000 a month in Japan. And now I don't. And I didn't pay much tax on it. I'm deleting this video after. So I didn't pay much tax on it. I think the most I paid was, it was fucking, 10% or something like that. And it was a good life. I was being a priest. I didn't get as many jobs, so but the industry just died. Not so many people were getting married. Right, all the fucking things done. This happened before. I'm cuting out, okay. No, you wouldn't. I think, people that don't speak Japanese can get jobs here without a doubt. I used to give people lots of work, but I don't now. I've employed quite a few people without. You type with a southern accent. It's a good job I don't type with a northern accent. Hang on, guys, just got to go for a quick pee. Thank you. But in Florida, because it's a long state, isn't it? So are there certain parts of the state that are crazier than others? Are there certain parts of the state that are better than others? So when I was young, I used to watch Miami Vice. That was a good show. Is the one that's better. So what, Chief? What were you saying that people have been making fun of? Your accent? Well, I am from Yorkshire, and it's a very distinctive accent. Not so much now, but it's the most popular accent in England. But when I worked in London for 9, 10 months, every day everybody was making fun of my accent. It's just a natural thing what people do. You've never been out of Tennessee, bloody hell. Well, you should travel, young man. But Alex, most 90% of my 90% of my relatives are still in Sheffield, the same town, same city. Yeah, I think if I went hunting, I would only want to go with like one or two people. I don't want any fucker behind me. sacred. Yeah, I saw your comment the other day. But you know what you're saying, mate. It was my favourite beer, the one that's in front of me. No, you can't. There are 5,000 in Germany. They had about 5,000 beers. In England, they used to have about 5,000 beers. So you know, you would have to have like quite a few. For example, from Ireland, Guinness and Kilkenny's. From Belgium, what? Oh, what do you call it now? Blue, yeah, I've never heard of Blue Moon. When I said to my Belgian friend, I like Stella, he says it's not a very good beer. But at that time, I did not realise they had all these gay beers in Belgium. Do you know why they have strong Bud Light? Bud Light be all fucking off. So do you know why? Well, the chocolates, because they give the chocolates to the young children. Then they fuck the young children, and then they have to drink strong beer to get over what they've done to the strong children. And that's why chocolate and beer, strong fruited beer, is popular in Belgium. Ich bin Pens Deutsch. What's Pens? Penis? Is that Pens? Penis? Is that a Dutch beer? German beer? Yeah, I've tried Budweiser. That's why I don't fucking drink it. I maybe have had 1 or 2 cans of beer in 40 years. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So what's your family name then? Yeah, they have. No, our name is chocolate and beer. But in England, they do actually have chocolate beer. Oh, okay, I can see what you're saying now. Yeah, okay. Dimmel Cannon. That sound it. Cheetah. Oh, don't tell me you're fucking. Don't tell me you're Walter. Vimyuk Tanon. What's that? Korean? Sounds Korean. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but nothing planned. I want to go and. I've actually been to his place 2 or 3 times, but he's never in. Yeah, there's no reason why we wouldn't do a video together. So, I wanted to do a video with Moe, but for some reason it's better not to Moe. We're not making any videos together. Don't believe how he feels, then he breaks you up. I don't know what you mean by that. No, but I think no, I think if you watch any person in YouTube or wherever, if you watch them quite often or generally you're gonna get pissed off about something they do or say without a doubt. Tool is your favourite band. Oh yeah, yeah. That wouldn't be my band of choice. My recently my the people that I like are from Norway, and a girl called Aurora and a girl called Sigrid. I don't. No, but of course, I think Victor keeps it real. He's not fake, but he can be irritating and arrogant at times, without a doubt. But I don't think Victor's fake. No, I don't know. I know that was my wife, my brother-in-law's favorite band, Jethro Tull. Well, he's a doctor's son. What can you say? But at least he did something with his life, and being a doctor's son. I was talking to a young guy in America on this, and he was reckoning that his dad and his uncle, they were just living off his granddad's money. Yeah, I know all those groups, but it was the intelligent kids at school that liked those bands. I preferred ABBA. I think actually, if you start, you should listen to the lyrics on my. I wrote like a few songs, but my songs are stories with an ending. What do you think? He's earning quite good money now. I would love to earn enough money from this channel just to pay the rent. That would be great. Favorite film is Spartacus. Spartacus and Gladiator. All right, Raw. Take care, pal. The Strokes. I never heard of the Strokes. I think if you're watching a band and you have to bang your head like this to appreciate the music or to feel empathy with it, then that's something fucking wrong. Which songs? The songs that I wrote, they're usually comedical. Comedical, is that a word? Comical. You should go to my YouTube and just check out my songs. They're a story with a moral behind it and a happy ending. Yeah, I saw that One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I saw that when I was quite very, very young. I was very, very young when I saw that. And of course, at that time, Danny DeVito wasn't known. But the producer of the film was Michael Douglas, and his father, Kirk Douglas, was pissed off that he didn't ask him to play that main role. Yeah, Sharon Stone. I think Goodfellas is one of the better mafia films actually. I think it was Goodfellas is better than the famous one. Like Ray Liotta because they explained it from a young age and everything. Good, Michael Douglas. He was. I don't know if you've seen that. He plays in. What's he play? Like a. He teaches theatre. That's a fucking good series. I'm not sure if they did that next series, but Michael Douglas is a fucking good actor. He just makes it like just whatever he does, he just makes it look so easy. He's brilliant. And he can do like he can do comedy as well. You know, he comedy, serious shit. But they're like when he was in when he was in what was it uh, with Sharon Stone? What was that film with Sharon Stone? But it was just so fucking skinny. He was like a fucking boy in when he was going into bed with Sharon Stone. Nah, that wasn't his best moment.